We all know that creative is the biggest lever that you have when it comes to making a high performing Facebook ad account. And so a healthy pipeline of creative ideas is one of the things that's completely essential into enabling you to be able to scale your account and grow your business. So today I'm going to run you through one of the cheat sheets that I personally use when I'm starting with a new business. And this basically starts as a base where I can start to learn about the business and think of as many different angles and ideas as possible. And then it'll also serve as somewhere where we can grow in the future and keep on adding ideas to this. And it'll basically become a hub for our creative process. So let's jump into it. Okay, so a cheat sheet for unlimited Facebook ad creatives. That's what we're going to be putting together today. And as I said, whenever I start with a new client, this is one of the things that I do kind of on day one, which is basically to get an idea of the lay of the land, all the different ways that the product could be benefiting people, what people could be looking for that product, kind of pain points, solutions, basically just kind of get everything out there so that we can then build that into a process of creating new creatives reliably. So basically, we're going to be making a hub which is all ideas relating to two questions. There's two questions we always need to answer. Who is buying my product? So who is my target customer? And why are they buying it? Is it a problem that it's solving? Is it a benefit that's giving them? Absolutely everything, whether it's something that's pharmaceutical and it's helping them with symptoms, or it's something just like a fashion company and it's a hat they're buying just because they think it looks good. Why are they buying it on that scale? And who are the people that we're targeting? So if we're trying to target people and specific pain points with creatives, it's going to be extremely time consuming and inefficient to basically come back to these two questions every single time, have a think about it and think of, kind of go back to square one and think of what's a new idea I can go with, and then build on from that. So what we want to do is make a cheat sheet that can be a hub for all of these ideas. So not only can we go back to this cheat sheet and kind of start from the ground up again, so we're basically going in, think of a new idea and carry that forward, but it's also something that's going to grow over time and it's going to speed up idea creation. If you've got a new idea or potential something that needs to go on the cheat sheet, that can then be added back in, and again it's going to grow over time as your basic hub of basically anything that can go towards answering these two questions: who is buying my product and why are they buying it? And it's a hub we can go back to again and again for coming up with new ideas. So let's get into the basic framework that I put together for this. So again, we're looking at basically why are people choosing your product. So for example, I'm going to run through here will be basically a milkshake. So it's something that's a quick, easy, convenient. It's something that's getting more and more popular. We need to think of all the ways that people are going to be looking for this product, all the different areas that this product helps, and then all the different kind of people that are going to be looking and benefiting from this. So we can add columns to this, but some basic ways that I like to go in here is these are the columns which will start you creating kind of some ideas. So we've got pain points, number one. What pain points are people living with every single day that our product helps to solve? This is a great one of putting down basically because it's a great way of, it's something that's very, it affects people a lot if it's a pain point. So if we can go right there ahead in a Facebook ad and show that off, it's something that can be really good for grabbing attention. Next to pain points, solutions. So we know the pain points that our customers are going through, and then the solutions, how does our product help that? So these can be used individually. Like we can just go out with a pain point, and equally we can just go out with a solution. So if we're talking about the milkshake, for example, we can talk about pain point in milkshakes is that people don't have time to eat, or we can just go out with a solution which is basically kind of quick and easy, or we can kind of double barrel them together. Features. So I like to just keep this as a hub as all the different features, like even if you go for your main three features all the time, let's just have all of them here in one spot. So when we're starting from scratch with a new creative, we can go back to basics and just look at all the features in one place. Again, the benefits. This is going to be slightly different from the features. The features are kind of raw facts about the product. The benefits is then how you can kind of take those features and taking into a benefit how it actually changes your customer's life. Testimonials. So this is great to have here. Obviously your testimonials is going to be tens, hundreds, thousands, depending on the business that you work with. I keep all testimonials and reviews separate because then we can use them for different types of creatives, and we can kind of use ChatGPT to kind of find some consistencies in there. But what I do like to have here is some really kind of poignant or hard-hitting ones, or particularly if one works very well on an ad, I would like to keep that here. And there's two reasons I kind of like to have a testimonial section here. One is because they are great to just pull out and literally use on an advert. Just kind of clip it and use it on advert, and we want to have our top testimonials here to use. But also we want to put it in this planner because then it can also serve for creating new ideas and other spin-offs. If we know that people are particularly talking about this and this is a great review, what's a spin-off or what pain point does that particularly focus on, that then we can go and create a brand new creative around that. And also at the end, what I like to have here is just personas. So who are the different people that are going to be benefiting from your product? Who are the different people that are going to be purchasing it? And those kind of people that you're going after. So some of these, in all of these lists here, are going to have specific personas, but regardless of that, it's good to have this in mind, because basically what we're building here is a hub. If you know you need to create some more creative ideas, you should be able to go into any one of these columns and it will just get you thinking and down that creative process. And you could start that off even with a persona. You can do a persona, you can say, okay, well, a persona is a busy mum who doesn't have time to get breakfast. Once you've got those ideas going, and then we can go through some of these and think of some other ways that they could kind of knit in with each other. So put some examples in here. So we'll kind of have a look through those so you can just see some rough ideas of how you can build this out. But again, pain points. So what are people currently dealing with that either they're not taking milkshakes at all, or they have tried milkshakes before and they don't like it. We've got stuff from shakes tasting horrible. They've already tried it. They don't like it. The taste gets boring and repetitive, stuff like that. But then we've also got kind of other pain points which are not related to trying milkshakes and before, but it's pain points that are in their life that we then want to try and help. For example, skipping breakfast. Shakes kind of just relating to that again, but shakes can cause bloating, gas, or discomfort. That's when we can help. We've also got stuff like artificial stuff, low quality ingredients. Shakes are expensive. You've got a sweet tooth craving when it's dieting. So we got pain points related to the specific products that they've tried before, but we've also got ideas what people are living with every day. Sweet tooth cravings when I'm dieting, that's what makes me always quit my diet when it comes into the evenings. This is a pain point that we can kind of hook onto maybe, and then kind of show how our products can help that. So going on to the solutions, these kind of build themselves. So once you've got your pain points out there, these can kind of build themselves. So these can kind of directly reply to the pain points, but these can also stand alone on their ads. So shakes taste horrible. Well, we've got sweet treat inspired flavors, so that's another reason to give us a try. Taste gets boring. Well, we've got a wide selection of 10 flavors you can choose from. I skip meals and end up snacking. It's a 30-second meal and it keeps you full. That's how it stops snacking. And it's kind of right there. That's how you can stop snacking, and that's how it's right there for you, basically. So this is where we're going to put all the solutions to the pain points. Then we can put them, either double barrel them together in an ad, or we can then just kind of lead with one of these because we know people are dealing with these pain points. Features. So these are going to be less kind of emotional led, and these are basically, what are the core features of the product. It's not going into pain points or how it makes people feel. It's just kind of more of the stats of the product. This is a good place to have as basically a hub. You might not always lead with 10 delicious flavors with your hook, but if we've got a hook that's kind of based on sweet treat inspired flavors, we might kind of go in with 3 bullet points of features that will kind of support that, such as 10 delicious flavors, only 200 calories. So yes, they're sweet treats, but it doesn't have high calories. And you get 26 grams of protein, something like that. So I use these as ideas, but also these can kind of back up other points. And we want to make sure this is always updated, because again, if we're building a creative, we don't have to think of all these from scratch. We want to go back in here and think, oh, okay, well, I've been talking about gut health, and I've already got here that it's got digestive enzymes and it's got essential vitamins and minerals and dietary fiber. That can go straight in there. We don't need to do that thinking again. Then we'll move on to benefits. So benefits, different from features. It's more toward less statistics, but it's more towards how does this product actually affect a person? You know, what's kind of the emotional feeling that they'll get from that, or the physical feeling that they'll get from that. This is where you're more going to get direct hooks from as opposed to the features. But again, kind of a feature will be digestive enzymes. A feature will be dietary fiber. A benefit will be, what would we have here? You know, promotes gut health, for example. We've got all the stats, but the actual benefit from that will be promoting gut health. The actual benefit that comes from that is reducing bloat. So again, we can already think of some ideas here. Maybe we're talking about milkshakes that taste great and reduce bloat. And then we've already got our features to kind of back that up with like digestive enzymes and stuff like that. Moving on to testimonials sections, these kind of speak for themselves. But again, we're not going to drop every single one of our testimonials here, but we're going to pick noteworthy testimonials that could either stand alone in an ad or say something quite interesting and different. So kind of we've got here, for example, cannot believe how good these are. The flavor tastes amazing and I'm full for hours. So this is a good review. It might stand alone on its own, but this kind of area here, I'm full for hours. Maybe we could build on that, kind of going back onto our pain points of snacking. Maybe this full for hours is something that we could then go and build on. Is it you full for 4 hours, full for 6 hours? You know, keeps you going from lunch until dinner. That's what I want from these reviews. It's to kind of spark some creativity and think of how we can build on those ideas. And again, personas, which we touched on, but here we're just going to put down different ideas of who are the people that our products could benefit. Busy mum. We've got busy professionals at their desks that want to stop skipping meals. We've got holidays coming up. If these are only low calorie and high protein, we could be people wanting to trim down for holiday or get kind of fit and better shape for holiday. Marathon training or event coming up is something that's very common that people do. Maybe that's something that we could target because we've got all these benefits that it does. Maybe we target that towards trying to hit a goal over a 12-week period, something like that. And we've also got just general healthy lifestyle enthusiasts. Another way we can frame this product, if we've got a milkshake, one way is just the convenience, but another way is, no, this is a healthy lifestyle supplement. It's a way of getting basically a perfect meal, all of your nutrients in, low calories, high protein. We're not just like replacing meals for convenience, we're actually giving you a great meal that's going to support a healthy lifestyle and increase performance. So basically, this will be a hub that you can start to build out, and you can see some examples that I've put in here. But as you start mulling this over and you start using it more, it will start to grow. It will start to grow kind of downwards as you get more ideas in here. But you'll also start to see, depending on the business, there might be some different columns that you want to start putting in here that's more relevant to your business and stuff you always keep on going back to. Of course, once you've got all these ideas, that's when we can spin off and start getting interesting with the hooks, the actual video or static creation, kind of the elements behind that, or then go and build on a script from that if we're talking about UGC work. But this is basically the start, kind of lighting the fires, seeing what we've got going, see some different angles, and then we can go on to build the actual creatives from there. So I hope you found this useful. If you have, please do give the video a like and subscribe. I'm going to be posting a lot more videos like this, basically on all things to do with growth and growing your business, particularly through paid ads. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.